Lean is essentially about the dynamic gains that come from cumulative learning through addressing the right problems. And that is essentially what Lean strategy is all about. So we have now a portfolio of books that address different aspects of leadership. And our own experience in the Lean strategy book, where we've tried to bring these experiences of CEOs and CFOs together, can probably be summarized in 3 main lessons. The first lesson is a fundamental change in thinking and decision-making. Western decision-making starts by having an idea and a concept. Sometimes it's the idea of the highest paid person in the room. Sometimes it's a bit more sophisticated than that. But an idea and a defined objective, and then to create a plan. A lot of experts involved in creating a very elaborate rollout plan, and then forcing that through the organization using change management consultants and so on, against a lot of organizational resistance, and then dealing with. And finally, when you listen to the military strategists, they've recognized for years that planning doesn't work. The plans rarely survive contact with the enemy. So that points us to a different decision-making logic. And indeed, an Eastern-based view of the world is fundamentally different and starts in a different place. It says, let us master the details of our current situation. Let us find the problems. Let us go to the real place of work. Let us engage with people who are struggling day to day with obstacles that get in the way of performing that work. And let us observe those detailed struggles as symptoms of the underlying assumptions that are built into the processes that they're trying to work in, etc. So a fundamentally different approach to learning and to leading that learning and building the organization's structure to support that learning. So a different way of thinking, actually a different way of scoring, which I haven't been able to talk about today, but we talk about in the book. A very different way of organizing learning, and a different way of organizing for continuous innovation. I think of the tasks of the leader of the future. But I think Lean, the promise of Lean, is still enormous. It is the people-centric management system of our time. So that's my message. We need to communicate that to a wider audience, that Lean is an alternative management system to the bankrupt financial capitalist model that is leading to inequality, that is leading to despair amongst workforces, and so on and so forth. And that's, I think, about leaning is about learning to compete in a fundamentally different way.